more of an engineer. What sound? The fuck you talking
He's a near.
about? Yeah, nigga. Nigga, what you talking about?
Oh, this nigga funny. She said you a nigga. Oh, this nigga's retarded. Oh, that's why I don't fuck with you, boy. Like, nigga.
Fuck you was, nigga. That nigga walked from Germantown to Southwest with some weed. That nigga.
Yeah, Meezy and Shizzy. Real talk, no chaser, straight from the source. We breaking down the topic with no remorse. Tone Meezy and Shizzy get busy. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it, let's get into it. Right now, let's get into it. Come on, let's get into it. Love, let's get into it.
You niggas will call a motherfucking puppy big bro if he got bad.
That's real shit, though.
Real
Everybody
shit.
big bro because he got a couple dollars for
He
you.
got a couple dollars. Everybody big bro. This nigga
Big.
look like he's 13, but he got fucking 200K in the bank in the motherfucking Lambo. He big dog. He big bro.
Big bro.
Fuck.
Don't. Nigga
Like,
ain't
how
got
this
no
shit-
time, no nothing.
No,
That nigga
No,
gonna
nothing.
tell like a motherfucker.
nigga ain't got straight to first. Nigga fucking out here telling
Nigga
it all.
just did a
You
whole
gonna get that picked up.
verses. We gonna get into it, man, because I
Hey,
can go on and on for this shit.
Yeah, man. Let's, we
Shit,
in here.
might as well get the fuck
you know what I'm
into
saying?
it. This
Yeah,
shit,
that's
man.
how we gonna get all rolling today, man. You know what I'm saying? We got family in the building. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
about to get off. We about to get
You know what I'm
off.
saying?
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie
man.
to y'all.
Got my cousin in the building.
For
Mark
sure, for
Money
sure.
215. You know what I'm
What's good?
saying? You already know we about to get into it. I'm your guy at Tone Meezy on all social media.
Hey, listen, at Shiz Get Busy, all social media except Facebook. You ain't trying to see that shit.
And he gotta remind you all the time.
but
You know what I'm saying?
like you said, yo, we got a special guest in the building.
Definitely got a special guest in here. Good old
What's up,
Cuzzo,
what's up?
man.
What's up with you?
What's up with you, cuz?
Hey, man, listen, I can't complain, man. We here. You know? We here.
Yo.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people that ain't make it, man, but we here. It's 2026. We raising the bar, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean? Like, and it was the topic today. I felt necessary to bring Cuzzo in on this one, man, because you know everybody know still the hot topic right now is the Gucci Mane situation with Pooh Shiesty and all that, right?
Right.
And so like everybody got their opinion of how that situation unfolded and how the story that's told allegedly how Pooh put the burner to him, made him sign the contract over all that good shit, right?
Mhm.
And so that's how the story supposed to have went. But and everybody jumped all on the oh yeah, he's a snitch, blah blah blah, right? And so like which if that's the case and that's what happened, he's a snitch, right? And so but has the perception of snitching changed? Like, do people even know what snitching is anymore, or is snitching?
Hell no, people don't know what snitching is. People think when an old lady say something, it's snitching.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's just old head that live there and don't want y'all niggas
She's
hanging out
an
in front of her
old
fucking
old
crib,
lady
dog.
and a
Like,
civilian.
She's a civilian. Thank you,
Exactly.
cuz I was just about to say that she's a
Like,
civilian.
what you
Miss
mean?
Gwendolyn
She's
told y'all
snitching?
to
Why?
get
First
your
of
ass
all,
off
why
her
did you
street.
bother her?
Mhm.
Right.
She told you 9 motherfucking times, yo,
Miss
stay off my
Gwendolyn,
steps with that
Miss Gwendolyn
bullshit.
told you to
That's
get
what
from
she
in front
said.
of her house with that bullshit, and
Let it be
your
one of
monkey
their
ass
grandma
nigga be
house,
sitting
though.
there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now you ready to air everybody out because
You
you
feel
be in
me?
front of me mom house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Meemaw.
like, you know what I'm
That
saying?
nigga
Niggas
said
be,
Meemaw.
hey, we in front of me mom crib. Now
That
you mad
Gucci
at us.
shit, man. I I think the perception of the word snitching definitely changed. I feel like the meaning of it changed. I feel like everything that got to do with it changed because, like you said, people would say a 95-year-old woman is snitching because she called the police. She's scared. What the hell else is she supposed to do?
Right.
She ain't
You
about to
see
come
what
out
I'm
there and
saying?
start
So
mixing with niggas. Yeah.
it's like people don't like I said, people don't understand that 98, this is how I feel. This is my opinion. 98% of these dudes running around out here right now that's really running around doing stuff, whether it's shootings, hustling, whatever they doing. I feel like 98% of them dudes not really built like that anyway. They just, they came up under certain people. Like when you grow up, and I said this on my page, like when you grow up in certain type of places, a certain type of environments, and you grow up underneath a certain type of people that move in certain ways and do certain things, and y'all have conversations and engage in situations, and you see them not full, and they come home, they ain't tell them niggas, and they the man. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody's showing them love, the chicks all on him, he fly. You grow up looking like you want to be that. And a lot of dudes, a lot of males that grow up for real, don't be having any dads in their life. So they look up to, the older dude that they coming up underneath of, where they see growing up, that's the man. You see what I'm saying? And that was the code of the streets always. It was no telling. It was no women and children. We don't snitch. Talk to the police. You see what I'm saying? That was like law. You see what I'm saying at the end of the
Right.
day? And it got to the point where, as though, to be honest, niggas started telling, and niggas was still accepting niggas. So it got to the point where once niggas started telling and niggas started still accepting niggas like, it ain't no street code, no street honor no more. You see what I'm saying? So it got to the point where I feel like everybody just said fuck it. But the ones that said fuck it, I feel like it was never really installed in their heart from the beginning. Because one thing about being a man, if it's something in you, if this is something that you built with, that's built inside of you, you gonna stand on that regardless. You feel me?
Right.
And a nigga like Gucci, for you to run around your whole life with the image that you had, they basically called you the boogeyman. You see what I'm saying? Like you just did a whole verse just talking about how you just killed the nigga. Like, you feel me? Like you just was popping it.
Right.
Celebrating the shit. Yes, sir.
This the life
so
you
tell
live.
me your whole life you ran around the boogeyman, robbing, stealing, taking, shooting, killing. And then the one time that the motherfucking earth rotate, now you turn into a motherfucking police officer. Like, bro, that was in you the whole time. Now I feel like when you killed the boy, that was out of fear. That really wasn't even on no. I feel like you just got scared as shit real quick and just let off and just,
a scary motherfucker kill you faster than anybody.
It's like, bro, how do you go from the boogeyman to? We not even just going as far as paperwork. The nigga dropped he dropped his paperwork on wax for the whole world. It's like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, but that's another. Now, see, Tekashi, right? That's what I was going to bring up in the first place when you talked about people celebrating and accepting the snitching shit now, right? Like when it comes to that, right? And you make a very valid point, especially when it comes to people who you talking about, you live and breathe this shit, you this, you do that, and you supposed to be the boogeyman and all this other good shit, right?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, once the one time when the earth rotate, now you got a lot to say. Now you ratting, you in the precinct, you know what I'm saying, with a motherfucking Big Mac and a Coke. You know what I'm saying? And a pack of Newports. Like, that's a nigga. Yeah, and if you give me some checker fries, nigga, I got some more shit to pay you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my mom was scamming y'all. She had the cable in my name and shit too.
She had my bill. She had bills in her name and shit.
You know what I'm gonna say about Tekashi though? Not to cut you off. I don't respect no rats, period. Because I feel like if you was gangster enough to do whatever you was running around doing, you should be gangster enough to be able to accept what comes with it, whatever it is.
Right.
But the one thing that I do respect about that rat is the fact that the nigga don't try to hide it. You see what I'm saying? It's like a gay person that's down low.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he not high in the situation. He letting you know, like, this is what it is. You see what I'm saying? If you're gonna do something, do something. To me, that's gangster, bro. Compared to a person trying to portray like they not. You see what I'm saying? I can respect the person just being who they are.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna deal with
we can respect the gay guy, but we ain't gonna respect the download boy.
I'm not gonna respect the download dude. If this is what you is, if this is what your lifestyle
that's
is,
who you are, then cool. Like you on the low.
Don't be around me and be on some. You feel me? And then people start calling me like, "Yo, I seen you with." What's you feel me? Like, no, you know what I mean?
So like, hell no, I ain't on no
like
dumb
Gucci.
shit like that.
I don't feel like Gucci. Honestly, I don't feel like that was never like maybe when he was younger, like in his teenage years, he might have been. You know what I mean? And even then, I feel like it might have been pumped up. He might have just been pumped up from his atmosphere and from his peers that he was growing up around in Atlanta. Because I don't see
the nigga is
somebody,
a clone. You got to give it that the nigga's a clone now. That's what they said.
That's
what they said. I mean, like the clone snitch. Guwap ain't snitch. The clone.
I did see that. I
mean,
like
the clone gave the tape something, nigga.
This ain't the real Gucci and shit like that. This ain't our Gucci and all. I was crying.
The real Gucci would have never told.
Did y'all see when he went to the halftime show just recently?
No, I didn't even see that, John.
Man, they was calling him all types of rats, chanting all types of rat. Y'all gotta go pull that up, man. It's crazy,
I gotta pull
man.
that up.
It was crazy. Him and his wife was out there. It was crazy. But yeah, let me go ahead.
But he got to expect that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it, like,
I don't even know how he had the nerve to go do that.
Yeah, like he got to expect it. Like, cause like, you talked all that shit, and then now something happened.
He thought it was some internet shit. He thought it was like, yeah, you know, niggas on the internet is mad, but you know what I mean? Real niggas, they gonna fuck with me. We're like, no.
You got somebody
talking that shit.
You got somebody who was going back and forth with Jeezy on some trap shit,
right,
out of Atlanta. That's now labeled a rat, and on top of that, he got 6ix9ine going crazy on him.
Right.
That don't even look right. It looked crazy, bro.
It do.
We talking about Guwap.
But see,
Mr. Lemonade.
You gotta like, again, when you said like people, that shit, you feel like sometimes that shit just in a motherfucker, right? Like, and you feel like that wasn't you in the first place. Like you was a rat somewhere in there. It just so happened that you just happened to have an opportunity to be on the other side of this whole situation now, right? And you went and gave up all the tape. But with that, like the whole thing is, you got to watch who you're around in the first place, because you never know who cut from that cloth in the first place, right? Because there's motherfuckers out here that'll tell you openly, and in my opinion, I don't think people like that should even be in that type of. You shouldn't be in the streets in no form, way, fashion, like nothing. You shouldn't be doing no shit that you gonna face some time for, right? Because like you said, if you can't do the crime, I mean, you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you can't face whatever consequences come with what you out here shaking and moving, like, you shouldn't be out here shaking and moving. And so, you know what I mean? Like, but with that, you got to know when somebody, it's motherfuckers I know that'll tell you, man, I have a situation. I'm telling. They'll flat out be like, listen, I'm telling you now, so don't. You can't be mad at a motherfucker like that.
Homies like that, and I respect them, and I still fuck with them. And it's not. I fuck with them like on some shit. Like, it's just I'm not ever going to do nothing around them. Like, you know, you got different type of friends. You got friends that's out here in the streets that's on that, and then you got actual friends that's like, I got friends that come from New York and stuff that live down here that don't even, like, they talk so proper. Like, he just finally cut his box off. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, of course I don't expect for him to hold the water. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm never going to do nothing around him. You got to know your surroundings and what you're around and who you're around.
That's it.
That's all.
And you tied the point right into what I was about to say. Exactly that. Like, you definitely got to know, like, who you're around, and like, you respect it, but like, you know not to do nothing around them. That's what I was gonna say. Like, and you can't be doing shit in front of somebody. Right. Like, you only want to have to put them in that position because you know they're gonna tell on you, but they're gonna feel bad about telling on you because it's you. But he done
They
told
gonna
you,
tell
man,
you.
bro, I told you, like, like I definitely got a homie like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'd have thrown him under the bus and enough. Not you, my other rat homie. I ain't
Nah,
not you, not
I
you. I
thought
was
you was
talking
trying to
about
put my business out
no,
there. I ain't want. I ain't
I
want
was
you to
talking
tell
about
everybody like
no, I was talking
I'm
about
one
other
of the
rat
niggas that's
homies.
not gonna
Yeah,
tell you I'm
like,
telling on you.
yeah. Yeah, like, the other rat homie, not you.
But
Yeah,
I think another thing that plays a major part with them type of dudes like Gucci and 6ix9ine and all them dudes, it'd be the money.
That's exactly
You
what
know,
it is.
when you come from nothing, from being broke, living dirty, not really having nothing, and then you finally get that shot of success, and especially to the level that he's gotten to, he got a bad bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, he done went to jail, left her with the brand. She done flipped the money, and you gave it to him when he came home. He really feel like King Tut. He got his kids. You know what I mean? It's a lot for him to lose. Understand, like, damn, man. And I don't understand. I'm capping. I'm frauding. Because at the end of the day, bro, you're a fucking millionaire and your jewelry got insurance on it, bro. The contract that you sign is not void unless it's not valid unless it's lawyers or attorneys and stuff
And it was
present when
under
you
duress.
signed it, regardless. You signed it under duress. So it's not valid. The jewelry that you have, if it was real, you should have insurance on it. Like, who's going to have $250,000 earrings and not have insurance on the earrings? Like, you would be a fool. You see what I'm saying? So all of that
right.
you would be able to get back. So what I would have did personally, if I was Gucci, I wouldn't even. I ain't doing none of that. You feel me? You still signed to me. I got you, my boy. Like, you see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I'm gonna get you this way. Like, I'm not going. I'm gonna get you this way, bro. I'm gonna keep collecting this. I'm gonna collect another 25 mil from you, bro. And we gonna just let that sink in until you get your brain right, bro. I don't never have to be around you. You're my artist. I don't never have to like. I don't have to be around you no more. And I made what I made off you. So yeah, I can't say that I understand at all because your jewelry should have been insured, bro. You should have been able to get that back. And as far as the cops, being his
Get
security,
them
and
involved.
Right.
of course they gonna snitch. That's
Mm-hmm.
still your fault because why did you hire you a street dude and you got street niggas as artists? The nigga just came out the feds for a robbery. Why would you even bring police officers anywhere around that man knowing he's on federal parole? He could have been somebody that, let's say, for instance, he wasn't on that. Let's say Pooh Shiesty and them wasn't on no robbery shit. They really just wanted to have a conversation. But one of the homies that was around him had a pistol on him. Now, these off-duty police officers or police officers, suppose they seen that and reported just that. Shiesty can go to jail just alone off of that for the violation because he's not supposed to be around nobody with a firearm because he's on federal parole for firearms and robbery. So either way you look at it, Gucci, you did some dry snitching shit, and then you snitched, and then you did some more dry snitching shit when you dropped that track, bro. You just wrong all the way around the board.
And we back.
Let's get
And
it.
a little technical difficulty, but right back at it.
Right back at it.
Right back.
If you're watching this on YouTube, it's AI that'll we look a little different, but
Yeah, you know.
it's the
Don't worry
AI we
about that.
testing out
Just
and
keep
everything
watching.
like that. I mean,
Yeah, just keep watching.
if you on Spotify, you don't notice the
Yeah,
difference,
yeah,
right?
you'll be all right.
but going off of what you said, so
Mhm.
is like you got Gucci who is a CEO. He's in charge of a business. He's in charge. Can you ever get out of the life if you was once in it? Like, is there ever getting out of it? And I mean, what the saying is on out on the street, but can you ever get out of that life? Can you ever turn your life around and not be considered a snitch if you?
My answer to that would be,
Mm-hmm.
would you can you go back and give the people their life back that you killed? Can you take back all of the things that you've done? Um, like you can't turn around the things that you did already. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like you can turn your life around and live a different path of life. You can,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
but you can't change what's installed in you because you already done. You see what I'm saying? Like once you done did certain things in your life and live certain ways, it's like you can't just turn around and you can't be a robber, a killer, a drug dealer your whole life, 39, 40 years. And then as soon as you turn 41 is now you want to be a preacher. And if somebody come over here and do something to you, now you run into the police district. I'm screaming, I'm a citizen now. It don't work that way.
Yeah, like somebody could change their life around, man.
Yeah, like you could change your life around. It's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? But when you live a life like he lived, you see what I'm saying? Like just bragging about a homicide that you court, you see what I'm saying? And stuff like that, bro. You can't just turn around one day when something happened to you, bro. Like I said, your jewelry should be insured. Right. You see what I'm saying? So you can't sit here and say, "Oh, that's the only way I was going to be able to get my jewelry, get my stuff," because you still ain't get your stuff.
Right. But that's still good, and that go back to what we was talking about too earlier on about like even on the whole just overall topic of snitching, right? Like right. It's different tiers and it's different like people that you gotta understand that certain people ain't snitching like we was talking about. Miss Gwendolyn on the block, 90 years old, telling the police about you selling drugs in front of her house. She ain't no snitch. She told you 6 times to get the fuck from in front of her house. She's a civilian.
She's a civilian.
If you're somebody who was living that life, you can't change it up. Like if you was living that life, you can't fucking just switch it up. Like
even if the 90-year-old woman was a queen pin back in her day, she's 90 years old now. We know she's not affiliated or connected with nothing now. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like you said, it's levels to it. But a person like him of his stature and you know, that was like nah. You know what I mean?
You can't do that.
He just did an Instagram snap that said, he don't talk to the cops, this, that, and the third. Or I'm gonna smoke you, this, that, and the third, and all this. He did, like it wasn't about that situation. It was about another situation. But it was recent. It was since he'd been home from jail. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you was still claiming this image all the way up until this situation happened. You didn't come out when you came home from jail and say, "Listen, I ain't on no gangster shit no more. I'm a civilian. I'm moving this way. I'm a businessman. I'm not fuck the streets. I'm not on no street shit no more. That shit is I am who I am. I did what I did, but I'm moving past that shit now." You feel me? He wasn't on that type time. He came out like he was still big guap. Like you see what I'm saying? Like you was this big motherfucking gangster. And then when a little nigga put the fire on you, you see what I'm saying? You give it right up. Like that's not.
And people gotta understand too. Another person that ain't no snitch is like just any civilian, regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that ain't into nothing.
Yeah,
you did some shit to them and they call the law on you. They ain't no snitch.
They got every right to it.
They got every right to call the law.
Yeah,
they ain't
like that's what they supposed to do. That's the circle of life out this motherfucker.
But
they're not in the streets.
It's like, oh, snitches get stitches. He a snitch. It's like, no, he not. Like, boy, ain't never been into that type shit. And
He's never been into that.
Y'all ran up on him on some shit like that. You fucking
boy don't carry no pistols. You ain't never seen no fight, argument, nothing with nobody. Go to work, go in the crib, play video games and shit like that, bro.
Right.
Like what you thought he was gonna do once you did that? You thought he was gonna go in the house and get a pole? Like he don't live that life.
You're going to jail. Going to jail.
So do you think the problem is that we said it's no code no more earlier?
Yeah, it's no code no more.
Do you think the issue is because you said something? You said you had the old head that was going to guide you. Now the old heads is 22. Can you imagine like the shit you was doing at 22? Like you telling somebody else how to make life decisions at fucking 22, dog. Like you the old head.
This shit it's so crazy right now, right? That and this is some real truth that's gonna probably hurt a lot of niggas' feelings. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. Majority of the niggas out here right now who really got the money is the YNs. And it's the reason is because the way they running around, they robbing, taking. You see what I'm saying? They outside hustling. They don't really got enough. They're not fearing the risk. They not fair. They don't have no fear of the risk that come with it. So they the ones that got the old heads, most of the old head niggas that's out there is out there just standing around on the blocks underneath for the youngins while the young boys is really doing what they doing. That's another thing what I said as far as you could be 15 years old, but if you got the bag, you big homie, you big bro. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what these niggas do out here. I watch it every day, bro. And I be just looking like this shit is crazy, bro. Like, but it's people to be.
Shit definitely be sad to see, man. Niggas be going out, everybody big bro. You got a couple dollars.
I
Like
be
we was talking
watching
about earlier, like for
niggas be
real.
45, 50 years old, niggas be standing on the corner with 15, 16, 17-year-olds, bro. What are y'all doing?
Old
I'm
head
like,
calling that nigga big bro. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah,
yeah,
like
like,
what
fuck,
we talking
yeah,
about?
like, this shit crazy, bro.
You're wild, man.
Ain't no code no more, man. That's
Ain't
and
no
that's the
fool.
problem. And that's the problem.
It's every man for themselves out there, John. Think about it. It can't be no cool. You got women and children getting killed, getting hit, getting shot
Bro.
in situations that like that was never. It was never that.
Or some accident shit. That was some shit. And you know what I mean? Like you, because like you said, you walking with your grandma. It's like, nigga, we got a problem with each other, but I got you. I see you though,
I'm
nigga.
gonna catch
I
you
see
another
you though,
time. I
and I
see you,
want you to know that that I see you, nigga.
but you got that pass, bro. Now niggas is they don't care who you with.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care
At all.
if your baby in your arms, bro. They don't care, bro. It's a young boy from my neighborhood uptown. Rest in peace. That was my young boy. His name was Buck. Love him to death. That was like one of my favorite young boys, bro. Like I'm talking about, and he was running that money down for years. You see what I'm saying? Since he was like literally 13, 14 years old, young boy was running that money down. You feel me? But long story short, he ended up getting killed probably about 2-3 years ago. And it's a lady that lived on their block. She was named Shelly. She had a son named LJ or whatever. Young boy, I think he might have been like 11 or 12, somewhere around there. And it was actually his birthday. Bro, the niggas came to kill my young boy Buck. They killed my young boy Buck. Young boy LJ was out there playing on the block. He heard the shots, turned around, tried to run to the house. They shot him in his back and killed him too.
Yeah, that's the oh, shit.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's no cold, it's no awareness.
You already know they watching because they niggas getting money, but now they gonna be really watching because the shit that's always going.
Oh
Man.
yeah, we just ain't push. That's all it took for one of them cops to say, "Hey, ain't the guy Pooh Shiesty on federal parole?" Yeah, I seen the guy with him with a gun. Let's contact his parole officer. He was going to jail anyway.
And he over.
So you see what I'm saying? Like just bringing them police officers around was out of order because, like I said, you put them boys under surveillance, regardless of whether they was getting ready to do something to you or not. You already had them under surveillance, or you was already on some scary shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, and already knew something was getting ready to hit the fan. But it's just crazy, man. It's no code out here no more in the streets, bro. It's just every man for themselves, and that's how niggas is moving. I just was having a conversation with a couple of my homies from my hood because it's a building, a nice piece of property for sale for like $250,000, but it's crazy. They got like 2-car garages, like mechanic garages back there with lifts and shit. Like it's 3 stories. I'm like, bro, I'm like, niggas supposed to put that bread together and try to figure something out with that, bro. Like, man, niggas ain't gonna do it just that because niggas are selfish and stupid, bro. Everybody think about the wrong shit, man. This shit is just bad. It's just the way things was before. That's why the world is so fucked up the way it is now. Because the ways, the codes, and the morals, and everything that stuck back then, it don't exist in this generation.
It's the morals, just like you said. It's like the morals.
Yeah,
Like,
it don't exist anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just like this whole world changed, bro. You got women want to be the men, and nowadays men is the new women. Like this shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It's like bad. It's bad, bro. It's bad.
It is, man.
But
all
yeah,
that to say, man, like not everybody a fucking snitch, and then most of you motherfuckers are snitches, and most of you motherfuckers have been in the streets talking about this, that, and the third. Y'all niggas be rats just like Gucci. Nigga, while we all making fun of these niggas. Y'all niggas rats just like
already ready.
A lot of these dudes ain't never even been tested yet. So a lot of these dudes that say, "Oh, well, I would never do this, or I wouldn't do that," nigga, you ain't never been in them situations. You ain't never been in them jams to say whether you was going. You see what I'm saying? Do certain things or not. Like I say that shit. I say how I feel about what I would do because I actually been in them situations. And I be waiting for a person to tell me, "Oh, you ain't." So I got all my transcripts right here. I can pour everything out right now. You see what I'm saying? Like where to show you everything that I've ever been charged with, locked away with in my life. Like you feel me? And I'm not bragging on that or proud of any of that. It's just me knowing that I've actually dealt with these type of situations, and I stood on what I stood on, which was my morals and my principles. You feel me? So I know it can be done.
It's like the episode we had where we said some people are qualified to speak. You know what I mean? Just
And some people ain't. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's just real, and it's no
people that ain't
disrespect.
seem to have the louder opinion than everybody else. The people that don't got the room to fucking talk are the people
Yeah,
that got
you got people
loudest
out here
opinion.
that did stuff that just never got court for it. You feel me? So even if you did stuff and you never got court for it, in my eyes, you still ain't been tested because you haven't faced that yet. You see what I'm saying? Until you face that and see them type of charges and that type of stuff, or I can't. I don't care what you did. You can have 100 bodies out this joint. You see what I'm saying? But until you actually stood in front of the judge and the DA and you fought them charges and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Because it's still liable to happen.
Right.
And the older you get, the more those type of people like really rely on that even more because they get scarier. You get older, you have children, you start probably maybe get some money or things start going good for you. And niggas fold and flip like pancakes fast, bro. But it's like, bro, you was already on that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to stand on, everything that you said and did and throughout your life and believed in, bro. You don't have to continue to be a murderer or drug dealer or, you don't have to continue to do any of that. But
Right.
what's installed in you is installed in you, and you should still live by those morals and principles regardless.
Yeah. That's why we appreciate you coming on, cuz. That's why, what I'm saying? We needed that perspective too.
For sure.
Definitely need to get you back on this, John.
For sure. I think
whenever,
next time we might just bring you in the studio, man.
we could do that too because my youngin be drawn. I ain't gonna lie. He in there drawing right now, like
It's a full-time job, dog. It's a full-time job.
Full-time job.
Crazy.
This definitely has been another great episode of Let's Get Into It. I am your guy at Tone Measy on all social media.
At Shizzy Get Busy, all social media except Facebook. You're not trying to see me on there. Tell them where they can find all your content and everything at.
I'm Mark Money 215 on Instagram. The real Mark Money 215 on Instagram. Mark Money on TikTok. You can find me at Mark Money on Facebook. Everywhere. YouTube. My YouTube is Let's Talk Money. So that's all my platforms. You follow my Instagram at The Real Mark Money. All of my links is in the bio, so you can literally tap my bio and follow every last one of my links from my Instagram. So, again, the Instagram is at The Real Mark Money 215.
There you go.
And make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all support good shit for coming through, man. And listen, definitely having you back. And we're gonna have some better circumstances. So yeah, we had some better circumstances, but good shit, man.
For sure.
No
No doubt.
Another episode of Let's Get Into It.
Hey.